Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. This is T-Bone logging in with a Euro Trucking Tuesday. Now, last time we picked up a tank from Debrecen, and we are currently taking it all the way to Gardermoen. So we stopped at Banska, and now we are heading past Krakow, Dresden, Berlin, Rostock, and up to Malmo, Gothenburg, Oslo, and Gardermoen. So fairly busy. It's quite a long trek. This. I don't know how much we're going to do tonight because of the time. I've actually been streaming other things as well tonight, so it's been a bit hectic to say the least. But we'll see how we do. Okay, so I just pulled up at this particular garage last time, so let me give you a quick look at the truck. So that's what we're towing tonight. It's an Abrams tank, 61 tons. It's quite a long trailer this, so it's quite cumbersome. But we'll see how we get on. I'm going to try and go forwards if I can, because it's a darn sight easier. So I'd imagine we will at least... Hello, Miles! Welcome to the stream. Banska, I have to say, if the town is anything like the model, Banska looks absolutely beautiful. To the point where I would quite happily save up and go to Banska as a holiday destination, I should say. Getting tongue twisted, I don't know why. Okay. Although in this map there does seem to be a lot of traffic lights, which I noticed last time round. Now, I don't know if any of you... I think some of you have already been here with other parts of the stream. So Miles actually came in for the Flight Simulator stream, which was earlier on today. And there was even a Hearthstone, which was earlier on tonight, which is the second episode of At the Hearth. So that will be edited and put up onto YouTube at some point, as will everything else tonight for that matter. Yeah. There is going to be a lag. It's just one of those things with Twitch, unfortunately. There is, even I've noticed it. It's all to do with what's called the buffer size. I've actually got mine set to, I think it's 2,500. If you set it lower, then you can get the messages a little bit quicker. But I do find if I do that, I tend to drop frames. So unfortunately, it's one of those things. And it takes more processing power as well. It's just one of those wonderful Twitch things, I'm afraid. But, you know, at least you do get some response. Certainly tell you I'm pulling a tank. Believe it or not, I've got something like it's either a 600 or a 700 horsepower engine. And it's still struggling with this 61-ton tank. And imagine with the train, which is over 70 tons, it would be even worse. So it's a beautiful day, and the scenery is spectacular. Has to be said. God, struggling up this hill really is. Come on. So we've got over 1,000 miles to do. So that's 2 hours. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the whole lot. Now there's a lot going on at the moment, as you can imagine, as we're coming up to Christmas. I've I've got 3 days to do at work, which is Wednesday, Thursday and Friday night. And then Saturday, I am off work for a week, which would be lovely. So I've actually got Christmas off, which is great this year. But that doesn't mean I'll be streaming every day. I'm looking to stream on the 21st. I know I said on a vlog it was the 28th, but actually I'm back to work then. It should be Friday the 27th after that. So those are the dates I'll be streaming. The times I normally announce on both my Facebook page and on Twitter. Yeah, there isn't much money in it though, Miles, unfortunately. I can't afford to pay anyone at the moment. I can't even afford to pay myself doing this. Everything's coming out of my pocket. As I said on my previous stream, I've recently bought the license for Sony Pro Vegas Suite for the editing software, and that wasn't cheap. But at least I sound a heck of a lot better this stream than I did last one. You can actually see that the edit went up for Friday's stream. In fact, I'm up to date. Not now though. I've got loads to do. But yeah, there's tons going on. I've still got Christmas shopping to do, of all things. I've got one present to buy. I've actually got 2 presents I can buy on Christmas Day itself, because it's going to be digital releases of games through Steam. But there's still one I need to buy through Amazon, and I still need to get all the food in. I'm glad you're charitable when it comes to that, Miles. If I was in a situation where I had enough followers and I had enough people and I was making a decent amount of money and I could employ people, yeah, you know, I needed somebody to do promotion and marketing. You never know. I might come a knocking. So I don't know whether anyone else will join us. It looks like it could be just you and me, but that's a situation I've had before. I've had it with Power Ranger, I've had it with V-Schlot, a few others as well. It's quite nice actually, I don't mind it. It's nice, it's great when the chat's busier, but you end up sort of having a one-to-one conversation with somebody, which is cool. And happen to be playing a game at the same time. Okay. Is that going to be a bit too quick? No, that should be okay. So today I actually started my first stream at about 5 o'clock. In fact, I was planning to start my stream at 2 in the afternoon. As I was planning to stream, it was going to be insane. I was actually going to do Hearthstone, Tribes Ascend. Thanks, Miles. I was going to do Hearthstone, Tribes Ascend, Flight Simulator, and then I was going to do Euro Truck and Train Sim. So it was going to be huge. There's going to be loads of stuff. I might do something like that on Saturday, potentially. But what happened was, I was inspired. There's been a lot going on YouTube. I don't know if you've kept up with it, but there's a lot to do with copyright and content ID and all this sort of stuff. And I had the idea of doing a parody song, sort of protest song. So I recorded that this afternoon. So for the first time in my life, I'm going to have to produce a pop video with me in it. So you'll actually get to see the person behind the voice. Yeah. There's only one... Oh, that was one thing, Miles. There's only one small problem with the flight that I did tonight. I have got a flight recorder. Fair enough. It happened to be a day off work, so... The only thing is that I did that flight and I thought I started the flight recorder. I hadn't. So I've got to do that flight again, but unfortunately all the air traffic control was going offline and there wasn't any point. So I will get that flight done, but it's going to be tomorrow morning now. But I desperately need to get that flight in, otherwise the virtual airline's going to say, guess what? Adamski! Hello! Good to see you. Yeah, okay, fair enough, Miles. Okay. Mind you, I think that depends on your connection speed with the phone and whether it's connected to a Wi-Fi connection or whether it's 3G or whatever. This is some road. And the truck's absolutely struggling. I've never seen a switchback like this for a while. Well, I have seen one, but I haven't seen one for a while, I should say. Well, hopefully, Adam, you've managed to catch up on the streams and everything else, because I know those are all up on YouTube at the moment. As is my vlog, which was to do with Content ID, which I know I sounded hoarse, but it was one of those things. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I did a vlog on Friday. I lost my voice for a couple of days, and I was getting it back on Friday, but because of what was going on with YouTube, I really wanted to put a vlog up and discuss that, give my points on it. It comes through so late. Really? Wow. I do try and keep up. Honest. I do try and keep up. Right, so I'm going to get some fuel first, because I'm running low. And then I need to rest up. Well, don't worry if I go on to another subject. Just as long as you make your chat message clear, then I'll be able to respond to it. It's not a problem. Okay. I don't know whether... I think the easiest thing to do here is to actually drop the trailer off. Yeah. I'm going to disconnect the trailer, leave it there, and go for a sleep. Because I think the rest area is over here. Okay. Oh, hello. Got stuck on something, hang on. I haven't even got a trailer. How did I manage that? I think I might have... Right then, T-Bone, we would like you to do to manoeuvre this truck using forward and reverse gears. Preferably in a 3-point turn, but 17 points will do. So yeah, I made I did a vlog to do with Content ID, and my voice was still sounding hoarse, but it was one of those issues where I really wanted to strike while the iron hot. Well, if you want to actively promote the channel and my live stream and everything else, you go right ahead. Right, so I'm going to stop the engine and rest and see how we do. I think this is going to be middle of the night. Yeah, thought so. So we're looking about 1 o'clock in the morning now. Ooh, that's interesting. The only thing is I've got enough to manage. To be fair, I do have enough to manage. I've got a Twitter, I've got a Facebook, I've got a YouTube. I've currently got... I do have a dedicated email, but I could do with a dedicated domain for that email. So at the moment I've got an email which is TboneIsGaming@gmail.com, which is fine, you know, it serves the purpose, but it would be nice to have one that is at TboneIsGaming. So I need to sort out an email domain, particularly for one of the shows, because somebody, I think it was Adam, asked me to do a Q&A. So I will do that show. I think I'll probably do it once I've sorted out webcam, which I'm actually considering, rather than a C930E, I'm considering using an DSLR. Partly for quality, because you can shoot in HD. You can also do optical zoom with a DSLR, and then I've got the flexibility of actually having a stills camera as well as a video camera. So it's multi-purpose, which, considering it's a startup channel, is not a bad thing. Would you, Miles? It's very kind of you. Certainly you can. Yep, I thought it was you. I don't know whether I need to set some rules to do with Q&A. I don't know if it's going to be a case of ask any questions. As long as it's not something too personal, then yeah, fine, I might do that. Or whether it's going to be gaming related, I'm not sure. But we'll see. But it puts another show on the roster. I think when the channel actually launches, I can see... I don't know whether I'm going to end up sort of streaming less and YouTubing more. Because I know how long it takes to even create one video. Even with live streams, it's amazing. I've worked out, on average, for every hour of live stream, it takes 2 hours to edit it. So by tonight's efforts, it means it's probably going to take me several hours to do the lot. Easily. Nothing wrong with being very giving. I think that's the thing, isn't it? When people talk about giving, they always think money, but you can be giving in other ways. You can give of your time. You can give your talents, and it's something that I'm always aware of. God, this is really tight. It's quite daunting coming around this road like this, actually. I don't need my wipers, I just need... Hang on, wipers off. Come on, wipers off. Thank you. Beacons on. And main beams. That's better. At least I can see where I'm going. If you've just joined us in chat, welcome to the stream. If you wish to chat to me, that's absolutely fine. But if you just want to sit back, relax and enjoy, yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with that too. Believe it or not, it's Flight Simulator 2004, but I do have some add-ons for it. The aircraft that I was using tonight is a Wilco Airbus, as well as I also have UK 2000 scenery. Put some designs up. I'm not sure exactly where you're going with this, Miles. What, for a website, you mean? I'll have a think about that, actually. I'll have a think about whether I'd want a website or not. You have to consider that there's a lot of different avenues that I'm attacking at the same time. So you've got YouTube, you've got Facebook, you've got Twitter, and then eventually I'll have my own email domain. So I don't know whether that's enough to manage, really. Because I know some of the bigger sites... I know Angry Joe has a website, and he's just actually relaunched it with the Angry Joe Armory and forums and all sorts of stuff. But I think some of the bigger YouTubers like Total Biscuit, he has a website, but apparently I don't know how much use that is to him. I get the impression that it's really difficult to manage the website as well as do everything for YouTube. I could be wrong. Yeah, me too. In fact, when I was inspired to do that, record this song, that was it. I was up here and I got it recorded. It's done. I even got the trombone out of the case. just got to shoot the pop video. And then that will go up on site. But probably the problem is because it's a parody song and it's based on a copyrighted song, it'll get flagged for copyright. I know it will. I could put money on it, but the only way I can do that realistically is never to monetize it, which I wouldn't do anyway, because I don't think it, considering what it's about, nah, I'm not going to monetize it. I don't care if it goes viral. If it does, all well and good. Helps promote the channel anyway. No, I've overcooked that. What? I'm just wondering what the oh god's for. Is it the... Have to see what? What, the video? Well, you don't have to click on it. It's not like, don't worry, I won't force it on people. I'll just upload it to YouTube and it's up to you whether you want to watch it or not. Besides, you haven't heard me sing. Not properly anyway. Awesome. Thanks, Miles. That'll be... Thanks for your help. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So next stream will be Saturday. I'll announce on Twitter accordingly. All right. Why aren't you going? What's going on here? What's happening here? Why caught him? What the... Oh dear. Just caught the edge, look at that. And of course, as per usual, the AI doesn't help. Alright, see you, Miles. Take care. That's better. Right. Haha! The Resistance! Hello and welcome to the stream. I've played Flight Simulator. In fact, I did that. It was about 9:30 tonight. I finished about 9:30. I played Flight Simulator for hour and a half, something like that. Did a flight from London to Manchester. So what I will say to you is the highlights will go up onto YouTube from that, and I will be streaming Flight Simulator again on Saturday, as well as many other things. So if I do a multi-part stream like this and I do different bits, then it's one of those. I do update my Twitter and I do update my Facebook. But thanks for coming in. Believe it or not, 2004, but I do use the add-on aircraft like Wilco Airbus and UK 2000 scenery and stuff like that. I find, I don't know why, but FSX doesn't seem to run all that well. But I can get 2004 absolutely maxed out, no problem whatsoever. I think Miles is already doing what he's promised, because he promised to promote me. I didn't realise he was going to be that quick. Right. So, yeah, there will be some more Flight Sim content. I do a variety of stuff. Okay then, Adam. Well, in that case, I shall see you on Saturday. Time to be confirmed. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook yet, but if you do that, then you'll know exactly what time. As well as you'll receive the email for following me on Twitter anyway. On, Twitch. Okay, how are we doing? 26 hours, 18 minutes on the job, 964 miles to go. And I'm resting in 8 hours, 28. Okay. Well, let me try and work this one out. That's about 2 hours game time. So that means I need to rest in about 20 minutes. Roughly, in real time. So probably what I will do is I'll get to the next rest stop and then I'll stop the stream there. So then I'll pick it up from there and carry on up to Norway. Okay, cool. Thanks, Resistance. I will see you on Saturday. By all means, follow me on Twitter as well. There is a YouTube channel, which is TboneIsGaming, if you want to catch up on my highlights and also my vlogs as well. And officially the channel launches next year and there's going to be quite a lot of content planned. But thanks for popping in. I have a feeling my phone's going insane. I think it's my Twitter. All of a sudden. Oh, good grief. I wonder how true it says you wake up with more followers in the morning. We'll see. If I get you a truck, can you get FSX? I've got FSX. I've got it. It's sitting on the shelf next to me. The only problem with FSX is I find I can't get it running at a decent frame rate. Not on this PC anyway. And there always seems to be, I don't know, there just seems to be issues with FSX, I find. Because I use WideFS. And the main reason I use WideFS is my flight recorder for my virtual airline is on a laptop, as well as things like my weather simulation. So Active Sky's on there, and I just find that's a really good way of doing it. I mean, I did have, let's see, I did have Squawkbox on there as well, but because of doing live streams, what I found is that I needed to put the easiest way to do it was to put Squawkbox on the main PC again, so then everyone could hear the air traffic control as well as what I was saying to them, so it didn't sound like I was talking to myself. So yeah, I've got FSX. I've even got some of the add-on aircraft for FSX as well. I think once I'm in a position where I can actually upgrade my PC again, then I would look to see whether FSX is any better. Because I'm currently on an 1100T processor, which is something like, it's about 3 GHz, something like that. 6-core AMD with two 6870s and about 8 gigs of RAM. And I'm looking to go to something like a 4770K, possibly something like a 7990 eventually, and 16 gigs of RAM. At which point, it should work. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to do. I'll probably water cool the processor as well, use something like a H100i, and I'll stick it in a 750D case. Brody Game Time! Hello, and welcome to the stream. You're just joining us near the end. Not too near the end, but fairly near the end. Really, I'm not dropping any frames whatsoever at this end. YouTube channel together as co-pilots. Well, I've already started a YouTube channel. Brooksy! Hello! Welcome to the stream. Silent stream on Thursday? Blimey. Well, I wasn't streaming last Thursday. I'm not sure you do co-piloting. I know there's a facility in FSX. I think there was a program for 2004 as well, where you could do it. It would be nice to stream some co-op games at some point, like Portal 2. I'd love to do that. All these new people, this is awesome. Mike on Friday, ah, okay. So you're streaming to Twitch then, Brony, I gather? Well, my last stream was last Friday, and my next stream is Saturday of this week. Hero Man! Oh my word. Welcome to the stream. I'm getting all these people in, it's cool. I love it. PlanetSide 2. You know something? I haven't played it. It's a game that I've meant to play, but I haven't done it. Thanks, Brooksy. That's cool. Well, I've been streaming since about 5 o'clock today. I did Hearthstone because I got a beta key last week. I also did Flight Simulator 2004, along with some add-ons which included Wilco Airbus and Flight FS Passengers. Hero Man, excellent. I'm glad you're loving the stream. That's cool. Might as well cancel my headlamps. Well, by all means, guys, do follow me on Twitch. You'll get an email when I'm streaming next. My next stream is Saturday the 21st, and also I've got all my highlight reels up on YouTube as well under TboneIsGaming, which is also my Twitter, and my Facebook is under TboneIsGaming as well. So that's the general idea. So you can watch all my previous streams are all done in edited into highlights, including the last episode of Hearthstone as well, and there's a couple of vlogs, including the one to do with Content ID, which is the whole YouTube thing. I think that message might be a bit long, Resistance. I don't know if you want to split it up. You plan to get this game. I don't blame you. One of the things I'm going to be doing, because it seems to be a seasonal thing, is I'm planning to do a top 10 for 2013 for games. Although some of them, believe it or not, I bought a couple of weeks ago and I've been playing through now. And I've played Brothers, Tale of Two Sons. I've just played I've played about 8 hours of Batman Arkham Origins, and I've still got Tomb Raider to play. But I think it's about 3 or 4 games I'm going to add to the list, but I've got to work out where they will position. All right, are you a pilot for real, Resistance, then? I mean, the only thing I've flown for real is a glider, which is an awesome experience, I have to say. Ha ha ha! Right, which makes me wonder where, if that's the case, I wonder where. Right, my YouTube username is TboneIsGaming. Because I've got enough videos up there, you should be able to search it. It's all one word. Cool, thanks, Brony. Well, you do realise, guys, this means that you're going to be famous. Because anyone who actually, because when I do the highlight edit, you can see that the chat is actually up on screen at the moment. It will display on YouTube. Well, flight sim wise, I think I don't know. Maybe you'll have to tell me. I think you would have missed a treat, because I went the whole 9 yards. I did a pre-flight briefing, so I actually brought all the charts up on screen, so you could see the ground charts and the SIDS and the stars and everything that I was doing, and run it by the book. I did the checklist, but I don't know whether. Well, I mean, if Resistance flies 737s, I don't know whether he's familiar with A320s. And I think there's certain things on a Wilco Airbus that are not simulated. Okay. Fair enough, Resistance. I will see you on Saturday. Take care. Why is it people want me to crash? Well, I can assure you it has happened inadvertently sometimes. If you watch some of my previous live streams, yeah, that has happened. Although it doesn't really do much in Euro Truck. There's no, well, it gives you a percentage of damage, but you can't see it physically on the truck. Ah, you're northern. Guess what? So am I. Miles, I'll tell you this. I used to be on. Used to be a Midlands controller. I'm now on, but that was merged with Northern. So there you go. One thing I'm not sure about, because the one thing I'd like to do is actually stream some ATC at some point. And I think what I need to do is send an email to UK1 and just see if we can get clearance to do that. Indeed, Birmingham, yes. Absolutely. Well, at the end of the day, that's where I live, so... I know I can do other airports. In fact, I have seen some Birmingham controllers start coming on, which is great, because I know Birmingham wasn't very well staffed for ages. Ages and ages and ages. So that meant when I did controlling, which I do on and off because I'm that busy, I mean, you've got to consider that I've got a part-time job as well as doing this. So as well as live streaming, I'm then editing the footage to go up to YouTube, as well as creating content ready for launch next year. So it's like having two jobs. Cool, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, Miles. One of these times, what we'll do then is we'll try and work it out. See whether potentially whether one of us could do approach and one of us could do tower. Games with app. Not sure where you're driving there. Not sure what point you're trying to make there, Brony. To be fair, games with app. Okay. I think that has to be said. The main time I will do. The main time I can. Ah, you're ground. Okay, so you're in S1. Everyone else in the stream was going, what? Right, Miles is actually learning to do air traffic control on VATSIM, which is Virtual Air Traffic Simulation. Whereas in my case, I've actually passed all those exams, and I'm of a controller rank, so I can pretty much control most positions, I'd say. I think there's some that I'd probably need a bit of a refresher course on before I did them. Aha, okay, so you're coming up to your tower rank then. Oh, I see. So in other words, that's how you... Right. So you stream Planiside 2 via... Right. Okay, so there's an app... Well, in my case, I use OBS, which I found to be... It's... Initially, when you first set it up, it's a little bit daunting, but after that, it gets... You do get used to it. And I've also added... I've added a plugin, which means I can play videos, which is quite useful, because that means my lobbies have video loops and music and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why Hero Man's killing himself laughing or herself laughing. Aha, okay, fair enough. Well, the main piece of equipment that I bought is the mic that I'm using now, which is a C1U, Behringer C1U, which has got a pop shield in front of it. So that was the starting equipment, but there's so much stuff that I want to get, and it will all help. It will all improve the quality. So I'm looking to get a mixing desk. I'm looking to actually upgrade this mic to a B1, or possibly even a B2, as well as get a Lavalier mic and a decent camera, which I can use. I'm thinking DSLR, so I can use that as a webcam as well as still cam and a video camera. So I'm thinking of doing something along those lines. because of a couple of the shows I'm planning to actually be on camera. Well, probably what I would suggest, Brony, if you try OBS and see if that works any better. Right, what am I hauling tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hauling a 61-ton Abrams tank. GD... trying to think now, is that Bristol? I think it's Bristol. Alright, what are you going to beg your dad for? But the mic, this starting mic is not bad actually. A C1U is, I think it was about £30–40, something like that, but it does help to have a decent mic. But I do know that if I'm live streaming and people want me to go to a face cam, then I'll go to a lavalier mic. Because otherwise, all you'll see is half a head with a great big pop shield in front. Ah, cool. Okay. What, Bristol Airport? I don't know. It doesn't look all that small on the ground plan. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, come on. Let me out. Right, let me show you this load while I'm on a straight bit. There you go. That's what we're hauling. Yeah, I know that feeling. Aircraft dispatcher. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Okay. Could be worse. It could be something like Land's End Airport. Or the field that I went to, I did gliding. I went to Shannington Airfield, which is, and it's literally a field. Oh, I think Hero Man. I think Moobot's just done that because there were too many O's in your so. That's probably why. For a second, it looked like chat wasn't actually refreshing. Sounds like a really interesting job, actually. I did consider actually going into air traffic control for real at one point, but unfortunately that yeah. Well, real life ATC, yeah, I don't blame you. I think if I was going to do real life ATC though, I'd probably do more aerodrome stuff. I'd probably do aerodrome stuff in real life, and then I'd do VATSIM. I'd probably do approach. Okay, that was a first yawn. 1 hour 18 minutes. Okay, so in game time, that's about 11:50. I need to stop. So I'm just going to take a look at the map. Actually, we're just coming around Berlin. So we've done quite nicely. Actually, we started at Banjka, and we got to there. That's pretty good. Still got a long way to go. I'm going to go to the next rest stop, and then I will stop the stream there. Because by then I've probably been streaming around, getting on for around 6 hours. Ah, okay, fair enough, Brony. I'm sure some people do that. Come to any conclusions from your stream hop? Ah, I see. Okay. Am I right in thinking that not many people actually talk to the people who are watching? Is that the general impression? Well, the thing I will tell you about music, Brony, is that in my case, because I do have people come in and they say, can you play this music and can you play that music? There's a couple of things you have to bear in mind. If I played copyright music, I would not be able to use the clip when I edited it in a highlights reel for YouTube. So that's out. Then you've got to consider that at the end of the day, that artist, for example, if I was a radio station and I wanted to play a copyrighted song, what would happen is the artist would actually get royalties from the fact that that song's being played. So in my case, when I go into all the lobbies, any music that I actually use, it's all copyright free, it's all royalty free. And if I do use a copyright piece of music, it doesn't end up in highlights, which I did on one stream. And it was great, it's good fun, but it's something I do very rarely. And my general reply to people, if they want to play music, if they want music, the best thing they can do is just play it in the background while they watch me. At which point they can have the music that they wish. That's the easiest thing to do. Particularly, you have to consider that YouTube at the moment, with all the copyright and content ID, I mean, what got me was, there's a video of mine on YouTube, and it was flagged for a content ID claim, i.e. a copyright claim. And it's Team Fortress 2 footage, and it's been edited and made into a silent film. And I used a piece of music that was royalty free. I've got the license for. It's all accredited and everything, and it was still flagged. I did repeal it, and as far as I'm aware, the appeal has actually gone through. So, and it's been successful. But even so, it shouldn't have come up in the first place. So I'm going to rest up. Well, the thing is, Miles, if you want to get an idea of my sort of thoughts of that, go and see. There's a video specific. There's a vlog where I talk about it. True, my voice is a little hoarse because I was recovering. Okay, interesting. I see. Right, well, that pretty much brings us to an end of this particular stream. So I'm just going to do the closing, as it were. So I'd like to thank everyone for joining the stream tonight and for watching. I'd like to thank the moderators for doing their job. And that includes MeBot. My next stream will be Saturday, time to be announced on both Twitter and also on my Facebook page. You can see all highlights on my YouTube, as well as some vlogs posted there as well. So all that remains for me to say is take care and enjoy your gaming. This is T-Bone logging off.